Hey everybody, it's Tim with Broken Dice, bringing a quick little channel update. Been away for a couple weeks, so let's get into what I've been doing. First off, good news. I'm retired from my job, so that means a lot more hobby time, supposedly. Although the last couple of weeks it's been a little hit or miss. I have to learn to restructure my life a little bit, so I'm not just so in and out of things so much. So let's be going on what I've been up to, really. So had a birthday, and my lovely girlfriend actually got me some 54mm metal models that I'm kind of fallen in love with here over the last few months. And here we have some Celtic warriors and some Viking warriors. Let's see if we can bring this up without dumping them. And we'll bring this up here like so. Okay. And you can just see that they are just some wonderful sculpts. Wonderful. I just love them. These Viking models are just, well, let's go this way. Just to die for, man. They are just wonderful. Yeah. Just love them. Let's see here. Let's bring up like this cat right here. Let's bring it this way. There we go. Look at that cat. Oh yeah. Very nice indeed. Very nice. They would be very fun to paint. So, yeah, and some more Celtic warriors. Alrighty. Alright, so that's that part of it. So let's talk more about this 54mm obsession I have. So, I began reading a book a long time ago. This one right here, on the Icelandic sagas. And it's kind of been mulled around in the back of my brain. And so as I was collecting some of these 54mm models, and I mentioned it in some videos, several months ago, and I've blathered on about it, you know. Too bad there's not a game. So I said, why not? I'll sit down and I'll create one. I will create a game for my 54mm models. And with this Icelandic saga being the basis for it, for the concept, for the idea of these small encounters that were not representative of the of a much larger encounter, like a lot of our war games are. Like one figure represents so many hundreds of guys, or 50 guys, or 30 dudes, or whatever. This is an actual one-for-one close encounter of where this individual is striking this person, and that's where you're at within the game. It's not a reduction where you think, okay, this is actually 3 platoons doing this as opposed to just this one model. This is kind of representative. No, this is going to be an actual one-for-one. That being said, I want to have it traverse a large time frame from biblical all the way up to firearms. Now, when we get the firearm period, we have to try and draw it back a little bit, because if you get to the point where the firearms are too good, your game is going to be completely different. Now, I might give that some thought, but again, I don't want to venture off into that too much. I want to be where it's up close, personal, hands-on. Okay. Up to the Middle Ages, the very rudimentary firearms would probably be okay because of their long reload times and their complete inaccuracy at times, so that might be okay. But you start getting into the 1600s and stuff, and then all of a sudden it kind of, middle to late 1500s, and then all of a sudden you start having some fairly accurate firearms, and it can start to change it would change the actual game itself into something else. Okay, enough about that. So in that vein, I needed more models to go through the rules and some scenarios and stuff. And so what I did was, oh, and some of you guys will recognize these. These are Hat and Artillery 54 millimeter Celtic Warriors. Yeah. And they're pretty poor sculpts and kind of cartoonish. And I didn't spend a whole lot of time painting on them and worrying about them, because when their sculpts are bad, I don't know what they're made out of. It's different, and if somebody knows of any plastic manufacturer that makes them, I'd rather have some sort of modern version of this. But that being said, they're going to be used to work through some play testing and that sort of thing, to make sure that my ideas actually work on the table and not just rumbling around in this big bald dome of mine. Okay, that's work in progress. A lot of work left to do on it, but I have been deep into it the last few days, and I've got a lot of notes down. I've got a lot of research on it, going through the math now and making sure that when you're playing it, it makes sense when you're rolling the dice. Okay, now let's get on to historical stuff. And what I've also purchased, and you probably saw it already as I turned, a couple more Suicide buildings. I put those together. They need to be painted. Unlike the last one I did, last two, because I did one of these and another building, and I textured them. Not a process I'll do again, because the outcome, the reward from it wasn't worth it. So I'm just going to worry about painting these up a little bit and getting them based and ready for the table. Now, at the other historical part, oh shoot, couldn't run off there, didn't he? Is back to my English Civil War 30 Years War project, and I'm going to be working on a lot of, why do I keep going the wrong way? These are Empress models. Really like them, and I really like the horses. I'm a real fan of what they do with their horses. They're a little beefier. They have good poses, good sculpts. I like them. All right, that's enough of this. 8 minutes or so is long enough. That's where I'm at. Been watching your videos. All right, can't tell you enough again how much I appreciate all of you. And if you'd like, subscribe, leave some comments. If you got any ideas where I can pick up some other 54 millimeter models, ancients, medieval, it doesn't matter, because it's going to be a very generic type game. I'm not going to create a game in which you're stuck to a specific time period and that sort of thing. It wouldn't feel right for, some people would have maybe a lot of medieval and other people would have a lot of ancients. So I want them to be able to mix and match and just have a good time. All right, that's enough of that. You guys have a great, let's see, what is this? I've been off for so long, I don't even think about what day it is anymore. It's crazy. This is like Tuesday, I do believe. So have a great week coming up. I used to say have a great weekend, but, well, all my days are weekends now. So you guys have a nice time. I will see you next time. Hopefully I'll have some more painted and some more information for you on what's coming up. And please subscribe. Please send me a comment. Let me know what you think. You think I'm just batshit crazy trying to come up with a 54 millimeter skirmish game? Let me know. All right. You guys have a good one, and I will talk at you next time.